Hi. So this is Scrubby Panda. Now, you probably clicked the video, saw that I, a nobody, reviewing and reviewing a game. Uh, so a lot of you are probably asking, why does my opinion matter? Well, really on the surface, it doesn't. One of the big reasons I started the channel was to create a community of more casual players, people that want to sit down, enjoy a game. I, on the other hand, I'm a casual, but I delve a little deeper. I like to 100% my games. I feel like you can't get a full experience without 100%ing a game. So when it comes to reviews and whatnot, on a consumer level for myself, I find myself leaning towards regular people rather than I do the mainstream social platforms such as like IGN and all the other, mainstream review companies, whatever you want to call them. That, and I think one of the biggest staples is that's altered gaming and its viewpoint is streamers. Some for better, but majority of the time for worse. And I kind of want to be a creator that doesn't falter through that type of stuff. I don't want to falter to the mainstream in glazing things for popularity, essentially. I want to be a walkthrough creator and review the games after I'm done 100%. I'm going to stream my 100% like gameplay. People that want to hang out and chill inside of a stream, watch me 100% or do cleanups of the 100% after my initial walkthrough videos. This series of reviews, the grading scale is going to be S tier to F. And that's the gist of this. I'm going to discuss the summary of the story of Jedi Fallen Order. And then after that, I'm going to go through my pros and cons of the game and opinions on gameplay, and then do my rating of the game. Also discuss some of the trophies and whatnot. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you. Jedi Fallen Order takes place after the execution of Order 66 a few years. Cal Kestis, a survivor of Order 66, works as a scrapper on Bracca, but before being identified by the Empire as a Jedi. After the Jedi takes chase, he is rescued by Grease and Seer. Grease and Seer and Cal embark on a journey to find a hidden holocron in a Bogano vault. After traveling to Zepho, eventually Cal finds two Zepho vaults which help him relearn his abilities such as the Force Push, the Force Pull, the Double Jump, all of his Jedi powers. This vault, the main vault, leads him back to a planet, Dathomir. In Dathomir, he finds the Nightmare Vault, or, I'm not even going to pretend that I remember the name of it. Another vault. This vault holds the Atrium. Cal fails a test of wits against his own self through essentially a PTSD attack against when he survived Order 66 and watched Jarl Tapal die. He destroys his own lightsaber, and then he goes to the planet Elam to essentially gain a new kyber crystal to create a lightsaber of his own, as he was using his fallen master. Shortly after, Cal goes back to Dathomir, eliminates the Jedi Master that is there who has been corrupted, gains entry to the vault, and then proceeds to essentially recruit the Night Sister Marin into the Mantis's crew. Marin feels some sort of resolve after discussing with Cal about trauma. Basically, trauma dumped each other. So yeah, Cal gets the Atrium, goes back to Bogano, After returning to Bogano, retrieving the Hollow Crown, the Night Sister, Trilla, who is Seer's goth mommy, shows up and snatches the Hollow Crown from Cal, and this ensues another cat and mouse chase, except vice versa. Instead of, Cal being chased, now Cal's chasing the Inquisitor. Cal chases the Night Sister to an underwater empire station thing, in which he finds the Night Sister, ultimately defeats her in a combat, and obtains the holocron from her. After obtaining the holocron from her, the great reveal of the absolute GOAT, Darth Vader, shows up. Vader eliminates the Night Sister and then takes chase after Cal and Seer and the holocron. They all do manage to escape after this and get to the Mantis, in which all of the Mantis's crew have to make a decision on what to do with the holocron. The crew ultimately decide, Cal decides that the best bet is to destroy the holocron in order to prevent all of the Force-sensitive children to be used and abused like they had by the Empire. In my opinion, this is a good story. It keeps well with the canon of the actual events of the regular trilogy, and I actually do hope to see Cal maybe in a mate, especially since it's the model of the character is literally made of Cameron, whatever his last name. I'm terrible with names. Who's a good actor, very well known, but maybe getting a good start on new trilogies, as I know the current trilogies have been pretty shit. Yeah, so that is the gist of the summary of the story of the game, with someone who really doesn't feel like researching everything and remembering everything. Now, my thoughts on the game. Jedi Fallen Order is an exceptionally well game. It also stayed canon to the Star Wars trilogy, and overall the story is entertaining and cleanly kept for someone like me who suffers a goldfish-like attention span. The gameplay is definitely Soulsborne inspired, but it doesn't have like the difficulty of a Soulsborne game. It's fun. The game itself, when it comes to trophies wise, is incredibly forgiving in the sense of like challenge. There is no difficulty trophies. There is really no difficulty trophies. Unlike Resident Evil games, you have to play the game like 7 times and stuff like that. For me, like I said, as a casual, that gets annoying, and then you kind of fall out of the game a little bit. I am a huge Resident Evil fanboy, and I still haven't 100%ed any of the Resident Evil games yet. And as you can see here, this is my 100% completion of the game. I have every trophy. Trophy wise, I think the only one that was very just irritating was the BD1's Hollow Map, and one of the ones with his data discs, where you have to find all of like Cordova's scannable objects, and it doesn't tell you anything like that. It just says find them. So without a guide, you kind of get lost. So thank God this game was made 6 years ago. So the game is very good. Better than I think most people generally suspect it to be. So yeah. Other than those 2 trophies, I didn't have a hard time. So I do plan on making more of these, and I'm hoping that I get better with the editing and whatnot for the rest of these videos. You know, the bigger, if I, you know, the more audience there is, the more time I'm more willing to commit to this. I do hope you enjoyed watching this. Sorry it's choppy. It's pretty raw and unedited, and you know, very amateur. And I'm hoping to be able to gain some skills and whatnot throughout. So thank you for stopping by and watching, and do subscribe.